more exciting. Yeah, action. Ah, shit. All right. Well, I'm working. I'm getting an echo. All right. So, that's where I left off. Looks like PDF number 4. Ah, damn. Well, we have more time. More time. But this here, this is a short one, I believe. I think it's only 94 pages in this thing. So, it's going to take a couple hours by what I've been doing. And, yeah, this is going to be a fun one to read. All right, so here we go. When first heard shots, well, okay. Hispanic female, 5'5", 230, brown, brown. Let's see. When first heard shots, oh shit, it's the Hoover copter. Going over. He's coming. Let's see. When first heard shots, I didn't think it was anything other than fireworks, but then I saw everyone running. A loud shooting didn't stop. People started running. Oh man, is this gonna be a thing? This is gonna kill this stream right here. He's circling over my house. Looking for the perps. I guess not. All right. I saw people being shot and falling to the ground. I saw people on the ground screaming. My friends I tried running was knocked down, and people were stepping all over me on my ankle. I don't know what that is. Scared about what was happening and what would happen to my kids if I were to die, since my adult is handicapped, I guess, or maybe child's handicapped. I'm not sure. My husband didn't realize that I was knocked down, but when I was getting up, I heard so many people screaming. I got back up. It kept running towards some apartments. Saw a body on the ground as I crossed the street in the apartments. Damn. Oh, throat's all fucked up. So, yeah, there was a body in the street there. They were doing CPR on it, so I'm guessing this person was actually in the body cam. So I could see people jumping over cars, trying to get into cars to hide. My husband and I found each other, and then found the woman in her, I guess, car. Yeah, I guess car. Okay, and asked her if she would take us home. When we got her, my husband covered me. Uh, I'm guessing with his uh, I don't know, and I couldn't see uh, what was happening outside after that. Um, I don't know. I guess covered the windows. I don't know. Or cover me. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. After that, the woman then drove my husband and I home. Okay. So I don't know if that's her address, where that is. BBS. Oh, these are the people translations. I think. Shit. I think I'm having connection issues. All right. Anyways, yeah. So I think that's what's going on here. It's the 18th of October, so a little ways after. Let's see. So we got another Hispanic female, 235, brown, brown. 6'1". Woo! Damn, that's a tall woman. All right. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one to read. I was working in the um God, I don't even know, something area. I can't tell if that says West area or what. I was on my lunch break. I heard shots, but thought they were, I'm guessing, yeah, fireworks. Okay. This person, man, this writing is crazy. There were two individuals with us and one pregnant lady. We tried to open the gates. We were able to get them to safety. We were able to open the gates. We saw a lot of hurt people. We tried to get people out. We were able to um, lead. Yeah, I guess that's supposed to say lead. It looks like it says loud. People onto different vehicles. Is this BBS? Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, it's probably she probably wrote down as loud, but it meant lead. People onto different vehicles. We were able to lift a woman into a wheelbarrow. She was already dead. She was shot on her forehead. We became very once we found out she was dead. Yeah, okay. MGM notified us over the radio to find cover and to protect. MGM notified us over the radio during the second round of shots. We opened the gates with a pin after we got the two individuals and pregnant woman to safety. We then opened a trailer in which employees were loaded in. When we opened the trailer, a lot of hurt people tried to get in. Those are the people we were able to get out safely. Um, we left once we found out the woman we carried in the barrel was dead. On our way out, we saw a man in a wheelchair get run over by a cop car. What? Huh? Really? Cop ran over a dude in a wheelchair? That's fucking shitty. I'm guessing we're not going to see that body cam. Uh, I don't know, unless something I haven't seen before. Let's see. At that moment, I broke down emotionally and couldn't help anymore. We saw a young security officer shielding a woman with a baby. We saw on the TV that he uh, pulled away, passed away. Oh, shit. We also saw people jumping from the VIP area. People were running to get out, but we saw a lot of people get shot as they stood up to run. Wow, that's a fucking hell of a story. Um, so let's see here. What do we got? Saw a man in a wheelchair get run over, but that must be by a cop car. So that's of course in the street. At that moment, I broke down. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We saw a young security officer shield. So I'm guessing the end of this here is actually a separate side of the story, and we're going back in time because we saw a young security officer shielding a woman with a baby. We saw on the TV he passed away. Damn, dude. So if that's the case. That dude's a hero. Eric Silva. Eric Silva. That's crazy. That dude saved someone's life. That's a baby too, man. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. We saw on the TV pass away. We also saw people jumping from the VIP area. Yeah, see, it must be going back in time because now they're back in the venue. People were running to get out, but we saw a lot of people get shot as they stood up to run. So yeah, it's yeah, we're going back on that. So that's a little screwball to read, but man, that's crazy. So yeah, Melee is a BBS uh, memo. Uh, Not a big deal. Okay, so that was some shit right there, man. That was some shit. Let's see. Female 5'2", 110, brown, brown. No. Okay, occupation. I was with my friends, 15 people in the grass area, towards the back on the right hand side. We were listening to the concert when I heard what I thought was fireworks. A few seconds later, I just heard everyone saying, "Get on the ground." All of us huddled um, on the ground, trying to cover each other. Yeah, it's not the way it works, but okay. That's when one of the girls were going crazy because there was blood all over her. She thought she was the one shot, but our other friend said it was her wrist. After that, another friend and I ran to get out of there. After leaving, I stayed at the gas station to wait to hear anything else. Wow, dude, chick hung out at the gas station. I mean, that's crazy. It's in the line of fire right there. But I guess there's plenty of brick walls and stuff around it, so she was probably okay at that point. But damn, didn't go very far. Let's see, white female, 5'4", 210, blonde or brown. All right, what we got? Okay. Let's see. I was close to the stage. Once the first round of shots popped off, we ducked and turned around and saw a girl with blood on her face and arms. Fuck. She was trying to climb the gate. More shots went off. Saw another girl with blood on her legs. I thought it was firecrackers. Ran like hell over the barrier, under the stage, and out of the back of the venue. I heard around 5 rounds of shots, right side of stage near front, big screen. Okay. Wow, the IPO. Okay. So this is Thomas Mack Center, so this ain't the BBS service. All right, what do we got here? Someone from Henderson giving a report, looks like. All right. Time. It just says 211, doesn't say a date. Standing west side stage. Fourth flag, Route 91 VIP. Not sure where the fourth flag is. Shooting light from middle floors of Mandalay Bay. Middle floors. Lots of running and ducking between shots. 3 to 4 shots first, then open fire. Is that it? That's all you got for us? Nah, that's all you got for us. So this person was probably seeing the blinking light. Maybe they didn't attend all 4 days or 3 days, hadn't seen that light before. Let's see. So white female, 5'8", two, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Dark brown, green. Yeah, okay. Student, or no, Sunday through Saturday, accountant. Okay, accountant. All right, cool. Let's see if I can minimize this a little bit so we can see the whole thing. Yeah, I can read it now. It's just that first few were written real small. See, Route 91, Jason Aldean played a few songs into the show. I heard a noise like those snaps that you throw on the ground. I turned around, by the people behind me were down on the ground. I was confused and forced to face the show again. Someone yelled fireworks, and then a herd of people from the right of the stage were running in our direction. We turned to run and ducked. We turned to run, but ducked. All right. This all becomes a blur fast. I was with 2 friends. Redacted names, was down on the floor and had been shot. Learned later it was her leg. We tried to get her up, more shots. We got on top of her to prevent her from getting stepped. Tried to help her up again. It was just mass chaos, running and ducking. I lost them and ran. Found redacted right away and took off. We just ran with the crowd through a lot, a fence, airport. Ended up at redacted. Unless it's somebody's house, I don't know why they redact that because they ended up in Thomas Mack Center, UNLV, or whatever the fuck. All right. This here, short and sweet. I saw a green pulsing light in the middle of Mandalay Bay. Green? Was it green? No. All right, whatever. Um, yeah. Watching a nightclub in someone's room. Someone had a party going on. Maybe film a little dirty videos. All right, Caucasian female. And thank you for saying Caucasian and not white. Let's see, blonde to green. All right. We were on the left side of the stage, facing it. Heard loud popping sounds. Seemed to be coming from the right side. Seemed to be coming from the right side. The right side near the Neon Lounge direction. Neon Lounge. Oh, okay. So Neon Lounge. Okay, so I'm all screwed up. I thought that was Nashville area. That's Neon Lounge where we have video from. All right. Yeah, I'm a little jacked up. All right. At first, we thought it was fireworks, and then people started ducking and panicking. We took off running with the crowd and took shelter in an office building hangar for the remainder of the time. All right. You know me. Let's see. Unable due to injury to give a statement. Why did you even write this out? Oh, yeah. Why did you even bother? Yeah. So, let's see. White female, 5'8", 155. Brown blue tax manager, one of the bad guys. Let's see. Um, let's see. October 2nd, they're supposed to depart. Will now be delayed. Husband shot to have surgery. Was attending the Route 91 festival with my husband and two friends. Day three, last performer, Jason Aldean. A few songs into his set, we were standing near the front, little right of center, when we heard some pops like firecrackers. No one seemed to know at first, but a minute or so later, more shots rang out and people got down to the ground. And then the performer ran off stage. People started screaming, then getting up and trampling each other and running away from the stage. Shots kept ringing out. My husband was shot in the arm. I took the something off my friend's purse. Whatever. My friend's purse and wrapped it around his arm. I know what she's saying, but I can't. I don't know what she's writing there. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna fight it. Let's see. Let's see. Where was I? Off my friend's purse, wrapped it around his arm. We ran to this structure in the middle of the floor near the front. Sound and camera use, I think, and hopped the gate. Multiple people were, let's see, out and on the ground, I guess. Yeah, I guess out and on the ground. We got over the fence and hid behind the structure where lots of people were hiding. We got down on the ground again as more people, shots rang out. After a while, we ran and out the left side of the venue and walked a few blocks. Okay. A couple in a car saw us and gave us a ride to an ambulance and me to UMC outside. Okay. To an ambulance and me to, okay. Well, all right. Exactly. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I get what you're saying. All right. Detective Yappe again. Let's see. It's your birthday. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Happy fucking birthday, man. That sucks. Okay. You're through 91 concert. Yes. Okay. Can you remember what happened? I remember seeing sparks. Thought they were fireworks from the stage area close to the stage. Then realized that there were gunshots. I'd like to know where those sparks were. We do hear people said certain things about that, but Kind of curious ways people actually saw these sparks, because one of my buddies saw some sparks also. Um, and so these frangibles were create some sort of, I'm guessing, kinetic energy that was creating sparks. Anyway, then realized they were gunshots, saw people running. So we started to do the same towards the main entrance to the street. At that point, I got shot through my lung area and through my spine. Motherfuck, that sucks. I couldn't walk, so we had to find people to carry me out to that point. Um, then I got a ride to the hospital, went to surgery, woke up the next day still alive. They removed the bullet. I'm not sure. Yeah, because he wants the bullet. This dude wants the fucking bullet. He wants to know whether they gotta collect some shit or not. I'm not sure. They haven't said. There were like fragments they couldn't get to because it would do more damage. Okay. So I think they pulled out the main part of the bullet, and they never really stated they were going to do that. They put a chest tube because my lungs filled up. And after that, they put a line through the back here and the IV here, and that's it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they kept the main part of the bullet. There's still shrapnel in there, though. They also removed part of his lung. Okay, remove part of his lung, you said. Okay, all right. Do you have any feeling in your feet or anything like that? No. That sucks. Person got handicapped this shit. Okay. Could you tell from all like where the bullets were coming from? Not really, because we were just aimed to the side. It could have been a fragment, or could have just been, they never really told us. All I heard later on is just from the Mandalay Bay. It was just whatever. I could see because we were sitting on the back part of the grass where the chairs were. And so I could see wow. So this dude was way out of line of sight, man. Damn. Okay. Let's see. And so I could see, by the beer huts and the sides over here, I could see like sparks over there. Okay. So by the beer huts. Okay. Well, you know, so my friend's story was kind of interesting as he was down, and I never really explained it because I didn't understand it. But he was saying as he was down on top, what when the bullets started ringing out, all these dudes jumped on top of their wives, protect their wives. That's when he took Toot in the back. The He was saying as he was looking around, he could see sparks bouncing off of the fucking top of the tent area there, which I'm guessing is what they just called the Rainbow Lounge or some bullshit like that. Um, you know the metal they use to stand that tent up. So that sounds like what this person's describing here as well. Okay. And that's why we thought it was fireworks. So it must have been coming from that direction. All right. Okay, and then everyone you were with at the concert, they've all been accounted for, everything like that you know of. Yeah, just me and one other gentleman got shot. Okay, but everyone else you went there with, you guys know uh, where they're at, and you talk to them. Yeah. Okay. Have any more questions? Not really. So you don't give a fuck. Just cares about getting back on his feet if he can. Hispanic female, 5'4", brown. Let's see. On 10/1, I began working my shift at the Route 91 restaurant at 1 p.m. Route 91 or festival restaurant. What the fuck? Route 91 festival, 1 p.m. My shift ended at 9 p.m. I was accompanied with my mother, who was also working at the event. We both walked to the trailer of, okay, so they probably work in one of those trailers that serves food, I'm guessing. Um, can't imagine what else it'd be unless it's like beer or something, but sounds like food. Um, to turn in our work shirt and cleaning supplies at approximately, oh, well, maybe not. Huh. 9:30 p.m. we began walking back to the festival. Since it was the last day of the event, we decided to stay. We bought food at the nearby venue and sat to hear the performer. Shortly afterwards, I heard pops. I first thought they were fireworks, but didn't see them. So these people are part of the cleaning crew, it sounds like. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been paying for food. I began to look around and started to see people shouting. The pop noises were gunshot. People began running, and I did too. I was close to an exit and ran. I didn't stop running until I got to Tropicana Avenue. Once there, I called my son to let him know where I was, and he picked me up near Tropicana and Koval. All right, so this was done 5th of October. I'm not sure if that's this lady's address or not. Okay, BBS stuff. Unless that was a BBS. No, that's not the same address we had before. Renaissance Drive. Okay, so why do we have two statements from the BBS? That is it the same thing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, BBS just generic statements. I don't know why they included that many of these within this. It's kind of unnecessary. All right, so someone from Henderson. Looks like same officer too. Jason Aldean was playing a couple of songs in. There was a pop 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 sound that sounded like firecrackers that was on the side where Mandalay Bay Hotel is and the Luxor. Aldean kind of hesitated but kept playing. See, I never saw the hesitation. I watched that a million times. I never really saw the hesitation that he had, but I guess. Um, maybe one song or so later, I heard shots and I knew there were gunshots. Although, if they're talking about after the single shots, after that song was over, yeah, I guess maybe. Um, never really paid too much attention to that. I turned and my two girlfriends and I ran. We heard more shots and they sounded close. We hit the ground. There was a brief pause. My friends and I got up and ran. I lost my friends, just kept running. Um, bunch of people, looks like hordes. We exited the back and just kept running. I heard constant shots still going on. I was picked up by a group of people and they took me to the hotel. All right, so what do we got here on this picture? Let's see. When I heard firecracker sound, I thought I saw smoke near camera guy area. Okay. Um, camera guy area. Huh. All right. So yeah, okay. So that's called the Neon Lounge. I was thinking Rainbow Lounge, but yeah, Neon Lounge. I guess Rainbow Lounge would be a different kind of party, but they used to have stuff like that in Vegas. Let's see. Main stage. Okay, this person was way the hell over here. It looks like so they're close to the exit. They didn't take much for them to get the hell out. And all right, moving on. Moving on. Let's see. White female, 5'2", blonde blue. All right. Let's see. Days off. Don't care. She's in sales. All right. On October 1st, I attended the Route 91 Harvest Festival. We arrived at 3 p.m. My boyfriend, my aunt, uncle, and I, we were standing on the left side at the end of the stage that went into the crowd. At 6:40, my boyfriend and uncle went to the Nashville stage for another concert, and they stayed back on the left by the Budweiser truck. See, I don't know. I got to figure out where the Nashville stage is because I was always thinking it was in the wrong place. Um, yeah, for some reason, I always had that as the Neon Lounge, but now they're saying it's Neon Lounge. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. At 10:02, I took video for 15 seconds. 3 minutes later, I heard pop, pop, pop. I turned to my aunt and said it sounded like gunshots. People around us said it was confetti poppers, so I went back to watching. He started the next song, and that's when the pops um, sounded like a machine gun. We immediately dropped to the ground. We heard the music stop. It seemed to last forever. When the first round stopped, we decided to run. We thought the shooter was in the festival. We huddled for a few seconds with another group of off to our left. Then ran for the Malibu Rum House. At this point, I lost a flip flop. We ran through there and filtered into. Can't even tell what that says. Uh, making their way to an exit. I think now it was exit 6. No, it wasn't. But yeah, I mean exit 5. But I think exit six stayed closed the whole time, and you had the Coca-Cola booths in front of that. I'm pretty sure we got out and ran behind a. Uh, duh, 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 duh. It looks like, I don't know, something door with two men behind a. Uh, it doesn't look like car, but whatever. This person's in Richmond, Virginia. Okay, so this person went home. We hid there till this round stopped. We ran through a parking lot, gravel. I lost my shoe and my cell phone. I thought you already lost your flip flop. Where are we going with shoes now? And my cell phone somewhere around then. Then we asked for rides, but no one would take us. Wow, that's fucked up, man. People are shitty. We reached a cement fence and a wire fence where we were trapped. Okay, reached the cement fence. Where's the cement fence at? Let's see. Let's see. Where are they? They're in the gravel parking lot. I know where there's a bunch of fencing there, but I'm not sure where's the cement fence. I think that's the separation between the parking lot and the church parking lot, I believe. My aunt started to climb, but was having trouble. A man pulled her down and told her not to climb. Uh, okay. The shooting started again. We dove down the dirt gravel by the fence. She then yelled, I have been hit. Oh, fuck. I could see her face bleeding down one side. When the round stopped, we found a hole in the fence and climbed through. Wow. Okay. So that's big. I know most people probably don't give a shit, but that's huge. Because this person was shot across the damn street. Now, I wish it was a little more exact, but damn. We then saw a door open and people going in. I believe it's backyard barbecue office and Route 91 office. What? I thought they were out of the venue. We ran through a parking lot. If you ran through the parking lot, what are you doing? What are you saying? The fuck? Okay. We hid there for 5 hours, getting reports of multiple shooters and uh, and other hotels. We went to lockdown again, maybe an hour into it because of reports of a shooter at Hooters Hotel. Where are you though? Oh well, I guess but yeah, but it says you're in the backyard barbecue offices and Route 91 office. Oh, whatever. Um, there were EMT and off-duty cops that were able to have contact with LVPD. We left around 4 a.m. and walked to our hotel. We flew home the next morning. I am horribly traumatized. Um, can't leave the house. Yeah, some of my friends were like that. Hear loud sounds, be in crowds, and haven't been able to. Um, I don't know what that means. Return to work. Okay. Well, shit. Let's see. I lost my shoe and my cell phone somewhere around then. We asked for a ride, but no one would take us. We reached a cement fence and a wire fence. Where we were trapped. Okay, so cement fence and a wire fence. Like I said, the parking lot over there does have something like that. Makes sense. And then the parking lot, my aunt started to climb, but was having trouble. The man pulled her to the ground and told her not to climb. The shooting started again. We dove down and ducked. This motherfucker, this motherfucker got her shot. Um, I'm sure they're blaming him. So she dove. Okay, so it's hard to say because I don't know where backyard barbecue office and the Route 91 office is or was. I'm gonna have to ask around about that because if that's the case, this is the only person I've seen so far up to this point that was hit outside of the venue, at least that far outside of the venue, and that to me is interesting. And yes, if you believe the Melissa Ramirez crap, which I still don't know if I do or not. So, let's see, or at least not the official story or the story we've been given. Uh, let's see, race MW. Huh? Okay, whatever. I don't know what that means. Sex male, brown. Let's see. I was to the. Oh my god, this guy's writing. Whew. Wow, homie. All right. I was to the left of the stage, a decent way back, with a group of friends, and we thought they were firework, but they weren't. One of my buddy got shot right next to me, and I helped him to the airport. Two more of my buddies got shot, and we all got separated. I thought I saw a flashing light from the hotel, but other from that, I helped my buddy out and got his blood on me. Okay. I mean, there may be a language barrier there, I'm guessing. Let's see. White female. I was at the concert, heard what sounded like firecrackers, saw the performer run backstage, then started running towards the nearest gates. I jumped three gates from an apartment, stayed there for approximately 20 minutes, then walked to an airport hangar and was bussed here to UNLV. Even though it says her. Okay, Bogota, white female, 5'4". Let's see, working. I don't know what that says for an occupation. Looks like work, working lead, working. I don't know. Wow, cholo riding. Holy shit, I haven't seen this in a long time. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy. Some chola riding, man, right here. Um, I was at the Route 91 festival. Let's see, I was on the left-hand side of the stage, opposite from hotels. I heard three gunshots and no one seemed to move. About 2 minutes later, we heard about five more shots. People started running as we ran. We heard hundreds of gunshots. We ran into an airplane hangar that was surrounded by cops. After about 10 minutes, there were no further gunshots. All right. Yeah, that's some cholo riding right there, man. Fuck, I haven't seen that in a very long time. That's old school. Guess that person grew up in the 90s. All right. All right. So, white male, 5 foot, black green. Let's see. Can't tell what that occupation is. I don't know. For some reason, I like seeing what their occupations are. It's kind of interesting. Let's see. Just heard. Oh my God. Uh, I don't know what that says. Just heard fireworks or firecrackers. Seen Jason Aldean leave stage. Um, Started to run. Yeah, I'm guessing. Went under the bar. We're standing at the six, or left side, right side. I don't know what the fuck that says. Um, of the whatever. Hid for a while till, which he wrote, toll. The second set of shots stopped, ran towards the Nashville stage. Okay, so Nashville stage must be across somewhere. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm all fucked up on that one. Getting a picture in my head where it's at, but not too sure. Uh, right side facing the stage. But something down to jump fence, got over fence, went somewhere. I don't know. Then found a group going to the airport, tag along with them till we got to football stadium. Yeah, okay. Sorry, bro. I can't read your writing. Can't get through your story. Let's see. Sex, female, 5'8". Let's see. Pharmacist. All right. Educated. Look at that writing. It's beautiful. Beautiful. This person did a lot of writing in college days. Listening to Jason Aldean at the concert, then heard what I thought was fireworks, but then no lights, and saw people starting to run. So grabbed my husband, dove under her for safety. Under the bar for safety. Well, okay. Let's see. Heard more gunfire and sounded closer. Um, so told even while hiding, I'm guessing with we should run. Uh, run, ran. I jumped. Oh man, I don't know. Jumped the fence. Then ran into buildings. Everyone kept running and screaming uh, that they were coming. So kept running as far from. Fuck. Oh, I take it back, man. You're right, like shit. Strip as okay. Strip as okay. I thought that was one word. All right. Working on it, strip as we could. Met some people, said to come with them to a something, if it was something was which was evacuated, then told us get back on and told us took us to the Thomas Mack Center, where we were hold was secure. We're told was secure. Okay. Yeah, they got a little sloppy there at the end, man. Let's see, Hispanic male, brown, food and beverage, and a beautiful statement of absolutely nothing. Detective Townley. Detective Townley. Townley. Let's see, conduct an interview. How do you say your last name? Let's see, it's going to be, we're at the Sunrise Hospital. Okay, room, whatever. And a lot of these are at the hospitals, which is, I mean, we'll see later, what we get to. I know we got a lot more to go through, but um, yeah, I mean, seems like the majority of their information came from the hospitals and not individual statements, but whatever. Let's see what brought you to Vegas. So I graduated college in me. My parents bought me tickets to come to the show with them for graduation because I really want to see Eric Church. And so I'm not originally from New Jersey. I'm from North Carolina. We had to come to our church. Had to come to North Carolina, but all of the shows were sold out. So my parents were gracious enough and bought tickets for us to come here. Let's see. We arrived Thursday, the day before the concert. I arrived Thursday before the concert started. Um, in the late evening, and my parents were here, I believe, Tuesday. So they were here earlier than I was. Yeah, it was great. So, like I was mentioned before, I had this like foot was broken. I had the walking boot on, and my doctor had advised me not to stand for an excessive period of time. And so since we're at the concert, my dad was like, "Well, maybe in Vegas, walking around, I got an e-scooter, like rented one." Oh man, I remember seeing a girl on one of those, but I don't remember seeing a dude. And so we were using that, but my parents were still like, "I think it would be good if you could sit." So we applied and were sitting in like the handicap section. So I was really fortunate about that because I didn't have my strain my foot at all. Basically enjoyed the concert, which was I was really thankful for. So yeah, everything was good. We're sitting there enjoying the music all night. Um, did anyone drink? Okay. Yeah. So all of us were drinking. Well, I would say excessively had a beer or two. Who cares? I think everyone was drinking that night. Let's see. Okay. All right. Everything was good for the first couple of days. Let's see. Yeah, it was great. You had handicap seating. And handicap seating, the whole thing. Yeah, I don't care. Uh, let's see. Because there were some people playing that my dad and I really wanted to see. So we got in there on Friday. We stayed pretty much the entire day. And then Saturday, we didn't even get there probably till like 8 o'clock. And then we knew Sunday was a good line of some people we want to see. So we got there about 4 o'clock. All right, 4 o'clock. Couldn't gauge, notice anything suspicious. Not really. Okay, what happened? So we had enjoyed the bands that we wanted to previously, and we're sitting waiting for our drinks. Uh, Now unintelligible, gone. And it's great. It's going good. And so my parents and I are really big country music fans. So we go to a lot of concerts. And actually, we saw him on another festival at the beginning of the summer, uh, which is in where my parents live now, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So, we've seen him previously, time and again. He's always great, but had something kind of unique where he uses pyrotechnics and stuff in the show, but it's not normally towards later end. But a lot of people are surprised by that, or startled, I guess I'll say. But we kind of knew that coming. That was coming, sort of thing. So I wouldn't say anything weird was going on up until the incident. Incident, you're talking about shooting, yeah, yeah, genius. Um, okay, so bring me to that point. Where you stand? Where you sitting? Um, all of us were sitting in the handicap section. I was really happy that we were together. Okay, so let's say the bay is over here, and over on this side of the street, here's the stage. Of course, we do know where the handicap section is. And like the handicap seating is going to be 50 yards to the left. Like if you're facing the stage, Manly Bay is on your right, and this handicap seating is on your left. So, yeah, okay, handicap seating is that close to Las Vegas Boulevard. Like this guy doesn't know, which is fine. It's still early after this, I'm sure. It's closer to Giles. Okay. So we hear loud kind of like pop, and it sounded like it came from behind us. So like that's weird. And like we all, each of my parents, we all kind of like look at each other, what the hell? But like maybe something's going wrong. Like we all kind of just, maybe something's going on with like his fireworks or something. Well, so I guess Aldine does do fireworks normally. I mean, according to these guys, saying they've seen him a bunch of times. He does stuff like that. Let's see. And then we're kind of sitting there like, and we're like, man, but he keeps singing, so it's like it's nothing. So and then it keeps going, and then you hear, I heard another single. I heard another single. Well, what I now know to be a shot, and then it just kind of like that one did not sound as close to us. So I don't know what's going on. Then all of a sudden, just boom, 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 one after the other. And we just like my parents and me looked at each other. And we just hit the floor. And I didn't have my boot on at the time because I was sitting and I was just like and incubator of heat. Let's see. So I'm ducking on the floor. I'm trying to get my boot on because I can't walk without it. So once I finally get the boot on, there's more and more shots going off. People are just running, and then we look up, and Jason Aldean had been like escorted off the stage, and that's the point that we knew that something was happening that wasn't supposed to be happening. So I get the boot on to at least the point where it's on my foot, and I'm at least mobile. My parents and I mean, the handicap section is pretty much full. There's people in wheelchairs, people on knee scooters, and boots that have other medical conditions like myself, and there's people running, trying to run down the ramps. Some had so it was kind of like elevated. Plus, we were seated, so you could still see, and so someone there was like a railing in the back, and someone had kind of jostled it loose. My mom was just like, "We are going through here." So my mom goes under like the railing between the so we're off the thing at this point. Mom pulled me through, and you just still hear these shots going off. They're not, from what I remember, they're not close to us like that first one that I heard was. But at this point, we're running, and we left the scooter there. Left some of my stuff there, some of my mom's stuff there. We just ran, and there was like a VIP like boxes. Okay, yeah, talking about the booths there. Um, I don't know, but they're like metal little. They kind of look like tiny houses, you know those. Okay, so then, damn, almost an hour in, man. I'm only about 40 pages in. That sucks. Okay, so then and we get behind one of those, and at this point we don't know what's happening. Like, I mean, we're assuming there's someone shooting, right? But we don't know if there's multiple people, if there's someone running around with a gun in here, if there's someone above us just taking shots willy-nilly. So my mom, my dad's like, get under here. I get under here. I was like, we can't stay here. If this man is here, he's going to see us and get us. And so we're kind of like, okay, we need to keep moving, keep moving. So at that point, we run currently out this like emergency exit, which is behind the handicap and those uh, this weird thing. I'm sure he's talking about. Let's talk about Gate 6. Maybe they did open Gate 6. And so we're out on the street at this point where Giles is. Um, I don't know, but it's a street. Las Vegas Boulevard. Yeah. They didn't go to Las Vegas Boulevard. That's fucking detective. Whatever. So we get out of there, and I just look at my parents. I was like, we have to run. And they're like, okay. So I was trying to run with this boot on my foot. We're going places. And we run up, and there's a chain link, or like there's like this fence. And we're thinking we can run, like not outrun the fence, but there's going to be an opening at some point. But someone, then all of a sudden, people start turning around and running back. And we're like, okay, then we can't get through there. So we turn around, and we have to come back out into the street and run more diagonal towards like the Tropicana Hooters and things like that. And we're running that way. And as we're running, there's cop cars in the street, and there's more shots going on, but they sound even closer. And we duck behind one of the cop cars. My dad's like, oh my God, like, what are we doing? And I was like, we have to keep going. Like, we have to get further and further away. Like, you can't stay here. So once we assume the shots were at a lull for the moment, we get up and we start running again. And so that's, I don't know if it was the same fence or not, but another fence we came to another fence. But this was kind of the point where like two of them were joining, but they weren't actually like, yeah, okay. Someone had clearly pushed it open, forced it open. And so it kind of became like a bottleneck. So people could get through, but maybe is only, oh, hey, what's up? What's up, man? Sorry, I'm kind of reading here. So didn't see the chat right away. Um, and so people are just making their way through. Of course, people are pushing and shoving and hysteria. All of a sudden, there was shot after shot. You could just hear them, doom, 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 getting like closer. So, okay, that's interesting. So, at least we're getting perspective from the parking lot. Sounds like the parking lot across the street, possibly. He doesn't know where he's at, so I don't know where he's at. But it sounds like he's outside the venue and he's getting shot at, and he's hearing the. This guy has the wherewithal to understand when the shot's getting close. So that's interesting. Um, he's not saying it's a second gunman. He's saying the shot's getting closer. So everyone that was kind of like this little mosh pit, I'll say, was kind of like ducked, and we all got down, and there was probably two or three more shots, and then the last shot, I just feel this intense burning in my hip, and then everyone kind of gets up, and I noticed that I couldn't get up. Fuck. So, yeah, people getting hit outside the venue. So this is kind of interesting. So my dad's like, come on, I need your help getting up. He's like, okay. So he kind of pulls me up and he's like, okay, we need to run. I said, you need to give me a minute. I was shot. And my dad looks at me, he's like, what? Yeah, I think I got hit in the butt area. I need you to look at, can you look at it? At this point, my mom's a little bit of, in a little bit of a thing. Someone had just kind of pushed her through the gate. So she was already through the gate before any of us, kind of like me and my dad and I were to get or more together. And my dad, my dad and I were ducking, and my mom was kind of like ahead of us a little. So she goes through this little tunnel. I keep calling it, and so we kind of pull off to the sides. I was like, okay, let's go, let's go. And I said, Mom, I've been shot. I need you to help me walk. I can still walk, but I need help. And my mom's kind of looking at me like, what? No, you're okay. Like, let's go. And I said, you're right. I am okay. I need to put pressure where this hole on my booty is. Oh, it sucks. And so she found I don't even know what she used to put pressure on it, but she found something and she pushed into my butt on my left side. And I held on to my dad with my right arm. We just kept going. And my parents were both like hysterical. And I knew that I was okay because I could feel my legs. I could walk. I knew that I wasn't at the point where I had to stop. And I knew I was okay. Um, I don't know, but I just knew. Uh, I just knew I was, and I knew that I needed to be okay because we had to go. So we kept walking. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, let's see. Whatever. He must have been hurting at this point. I got a little morphine going on. I'm guessing. It just hurts because. So we just kept walking, and we kept going, and there's just all these people, and you can see these people and they're injured and trampled over, and someone's been shot way worse than I have, and there's some people that are just deceased on the ground, and you're just walking and it's frightening. And eventually we get to another road, and where we can see cops and like in gears that clearly meant to be like protect us kind of thing. I guess he's talking about vests and stuff. And we can see people there's like this one cop car that has what I immediately assume were victims because they're sitting on the ground with like, stuff on them. Um, Sitting there, and we're like, okay, we need to get there. Like, they can help us. They'll know what to do. And like, so we walk over there, and as soon as we cross the street, we get there. It's like pure hysteria. There's women crying, and it was just insane. And my mom is going ballistic, and the cop doesn't really know what to do because he doesn't really have any medical training. He's like, well, we're getting the ambulances to come up here. Okay, so it sounds like what street is that? Is that Reno? I think it's Reno that they're sitting at in front of the apartments there. That little area. We have a video of that. That's what it sounds like he's at. And like by the grace of God, there are people who were also at the event. They have medical training, whether they're Army or something. and they all come and help us, and it was incredible. And so I get to that point where this woman helps me, and she says that I need to lay on my side, that doesn't have the bullet wound in it, and have someone just put constant pressure on it. So I'm having that done. And my parents just kind of standing there. I look at them and said, "You need to help other people." So my parents go. My dad helps a woman who was shot, like looks like into the femur, because the tourniquet was up there. Okay. Then my mom's helping this woman that had this awful laceration to her right above her ankle. And my mom's just like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good." And all these people like, "You're going to be okay. I know. But please, take my injury is not as bad as the man that was just shot in the chest. Like, please help this man." This dude's a bad dude. This dude's a badass dude, man. This dude's a cool guy. Uh, Need more people like this in the world. Um, like things like that. So we were probably stopped there a good 25, 30 minutes until we were taken into an ambulance. And then once we were in the ambulance, it felt like an eternity before we'd even move. And like, I couldn't tell you how long we were there. I was in the ambulance before we started moving, but it felt like a really long time. But pardon me, I was very fortunate that they allowed both my parents to come with us because they weren't sure at that point if they would, because the EMT kept saying Sunrise Hospital, but the other EMT was like, "Well, if it's full, we're not going to be able to like take us, and I would have to go here." And he was like, "Okay, well, just both of you get in," because they didn't want one of my parents to be separated. Um, so then once we got there, I got here. I probably didn't see my parents for probably 5 or 6 hours. I was taken into the emergency room, excuse me, and the EMT had given me this like sheet of paper um, that wrote what I had, what my issue was. He had written my vitals on it, and I don't know. There's some other information on there. I don't know, really remember. And he said, "You hold on to this." And he said, "When anyone asks you anything, you tell them and show them this." And I said, "Okay." So probably because I was already on the bed because I couldn't walk, so I was already on like a gurney, I think. Okay, so they kind of stuffed me in a room, and it was kind of where I like lost it because I was like by myself. I realized, oh my god, I've been shot. Oh my god, like there's this jerk deciding it's okay to kill these people, and I don't know. I was able to pull myself back together, and then it started to really hurt because the adrenaline wore off, and I was kind of realizing that what had happened to me. So I finally got like the attention of a nurse, and she's like, "Okay, well, we have to get you registered before we get you drugs." And then I probably didn't have drugs until I probably got here, like, I don't know. I was probably here 2.5, 3 hours before I got drugs. Once I got drugs, they took me and I got an x-ray. Once I got an x-ray, they took me and I was waiting on line for CT. And then there was this woman standing there with her relative. I don't know what she was to her. And I kind of look, like look and was like, "Wait, you don't work here?" And she's like, "No." I said, "Wait, your parents, you're back here to like see someone?" And she's like, "Yeah." So I immediately like grabbed someone and had them get my parents or get one of my parents. So after I saw my mom, I was a lot more level headed because I knew that she knew that I was okay, stuff like that. But then I went to have my CT done, and a woman was like, "You'll hear the voice." He's going to describe CT scan. Okay, all right, bro. You've earned it. Let's see. I've never had a CT done, and she was like, "Because if they're audited, so it talked to you." She's like, "It'll probably talk to you like 5, 6 different times." And the thing talked to me twice, and I hear her pick up the phone and go like, This girl needs to go to pre-op. She needs to go in surgery right now." I just instantly like freak out, and she can like see me freaking out. And she's like, "You're okay." like it's just preventative measure and all this stuff. Then I come out of CT and I'm like hysterically crying. My mom is really nervous, obviously. And long story short, I go to pre-op, and we finally get my dad, so he could, I guess, see me, I guess, before I go to get chopped open. And all I remember is them being like, "Okay, well, it's you're either going to be either exploratory surgery to make sure nothing's wrong, this, that, and the other." And I remember I was laying there, and I just kept looking at my parents. I was like, "I'm fine. We're gonna be fine. Like nothing bad. Not bleeding out. Like I just got a little boo boo in my butt. It's okay." And so all I really remember is going from pre-op. They wheeled me to the operating room, and all I remember is they gave me an IV in my wrist or my hands, and then I woke up. I guess it was 2 hours later, and I had woke I had like instantly. I could just feel pain everywhere, and after that, after they kind of like calmed me down, my parents were able to come in, and I tried talking to them. I don't really remember a whole lot, excuse me. And we weren't even in like our own room. We were in this like it looked exactly like a pre-op room. I don't know where we were, but according to my parents, we were there for quite a while. I don't remember anything being in there just because I was like awake, and then I'd fall asleep and all that stuff. And then later that night, we were put in a room just down the hall, and I was more explained what happened. They all knew that I was okay, but I still never really got, I would say, not until today, I never actually understood what my medical. So yeah, so I mean, uh, so then there were there, and I was just relaxed, take my time. Um, we just learned about the broken, fractured pelvis. Oof, oof, man, this guy moved around on that shit. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, we didn't know that. At first thought that bullet was taken out of me. Um, okay, now we're going back to the night. He let him go off on that. Now he wants to hear about the particulars. Okay, when you guys were past that bottleneck, did you see, besides the other few that were injured, did you see where maybe where shots were coming from, or they're behind us, they're behind you? Okay, I can hear them hitting, so we're at the bottom, and it was gravel, and I remember because at first I thought a rock had hit me because like people were running, right? So you could hear it hit. It's distinctly in my brain. Sounds different from when it hit the gravel, um, when it hit like solid asphalt or concrete, and you could hear it as we're running away. See, I don't know where the bottleneck is. I'd love to know where the bottleneck is, where he's actually at, because this is very interesting. Anytime someone's hit outside the venue, that's it's a little more rare. So I'm kind of curious about some of this. All right, and you can hear it as you're running away. You can hear it hitting like the fence, and we just made it through and the gravel and things like that. So I knew that it was coming from behind us, or I assumed. I guess I don't know, right? Um, okay, did you see anything besides people are injured? Did you see anything suspicious? No. Okay, operator, this is the interview. All right, he's done with this one. Um, Kenton at Sunrise. All right. All right. Let's see. Need to do another one. Let's see. This person's a server, Hispanic male. All right. Let's see. October 1st, 2017, I left my work at the Venetian at 10:05. Casino. I went to pick up my brother-in-law. He works at the Mandalay Bay Casino Resort. I was parked at the valet parking where I used to pick him up once a week. At that moment, I was sitting inside my Ford Explorer. Oh wow, we could find this guy on body cam. Let's see. So I saw a lot of people running. um, erratically and screaming. I heard a noise like a chopper passing by, and then I heard people was saying somebody was shooting in three different casinos. Panic at that time. I was afraid for my life, and I left the casino. At this days, still have problems sleeping, and I'm afraid to go in large crowds of people. As a single father, I'm taking care of my kids, and I can't take them to the strip. Just been afraid of the situation. Later that night, I come back and I saw lots of police cars and paramedics. I recorded for 1 minute and I left. I still cannot believe this happened. Well, bro, if you're afraid of the strip and large crowds of people, why the fuck did you drive back there? I guess later he could have attained that fear, but you know, it's kind of awkward. That's weird because I mean, we have the Corey Langdon video where everyone's just chilling, acting normal. So this guy must have been there for quite a while. He said 10:05. Uh, yeah, he said at 10:05 he went to pick up his brother. So okay, all right. Yeah, it must have been after she left. I'm guessing. Oh shit! I don't speak Spanish. Man, I need to learn Spanish. Yep, I don't speak it, dude. And this person's got a lot to say. I'm gonna have to find somebody to read through this stuff, man. Shit. More Spanish, man. That ain't fair. Oh, here we go. It's almost yeah. This is kind of cholo writing again. Um, administration. Heard the gunshots. Then a pause and more. Stage was cleared and everyone mostly was in the ground, including us. People around thought it was fake and kept standing there, crouched down. I tried to get out ASAP while people stayed, and we ran behind the trailers. All the fences were torn down, and then we ran to the airport hangar. Videotaped shots at cell phone is dead, but cell phone is dead. All right, so this person's got fucking some cell phone footage, but yeah, we're not gonna see it. Okay. So yeah, these are let's see, Hispanic male, brown, another server. So I'm guessing local. October 1st, 2017. I left my work at the Venetian 10:05. Um, Casino. I went picked up my brother-in-law. He works at the yes. We already read this. All right. Thanks for repeating that. That's awesome. BBS statement. BBS statement once again. And of course, Spanish. Spanish. Tengo. All right. Man. Give me some Spanish courses. Sucks. Left Luxor, leaving show, driving, people running, follow them, and ended at the hangar. Okay. Date of birth, phone number. Oh, it's the FBI. All right, FBI. This is legit. Stated he was situated at the right side of the stage, approximately 30 yards back from the stage. Stated he heard what he believed to be fireworks around the second or third song during Jason Aldean's set. Looked up and thought he saw something flashing coming from the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Received a wound to his left leg and shrapnel on his back. Stated he was wounded during the third round of shots. Stated he had heard 5 to 6 rounds of firing. Was with his girlfriend at the time, who took him to the hospital. Stated he did not see anything suspicious around him, and he did not have a video to provide. Okay. I don't know why the FBI took special interest in that, but they did. James Craig. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, good. It's in English. All right, cool. White male. Hair shaved. All right. No idea what the eyes are. That don't make no sense. Boro. On 10/1/17. It's the Route 91 concert with my wife. We were sitting to the right of the main stage when the shooting began. We didn't know what the noise was. After it started again, people ran by us screaming and bloody. We ran towards a yeah, something exit. Dropping down for cover. I was shot then in the back. Ooh, we got up and out of the exit and towards a police car with other uh, wounded. A guy with a red pickup truck loaded us up and took us to Desert Springs Hospital. From there, I was transported to St. Rose um, for surgery. The statement written for blah, blah, blah by Detective Honia um, due to being unable to write a statement. All right. So we see that. We see that videos. We see, well, at least we see a red truck with a lot of people in it at some point. Um, yeah. So that might be over there in Reno. Shit, man. With all the Spanish, man, I may be able to get through this whole thing in one sitting, man. It's only an hour and 15 in. All right. On 10-1, I was at the Route 91 concert with my wife, Michelle. Thanks for giving us her name. We were sitting to the right of the main stage when the shooting began. We don't know what the noise. We didn't know what the noise was. After it started again, people ran by us screaming and bloody. Ran towards the. Is this the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. What the fuck, dude? Come on, man. Get your shit together over there. Is this wait, who's doing these statements? LVMPD. Yeah, get your shit together, guys. It's probably why they're saying a lot of bullshit about you have that statement. No, we don't. We have fucking copies of fucking multiple statements that you included instead. You guys need to get your shit together. Let's see. Female, 5'4", blonde blue. Oh, we already read one of these. Let's see. No, same one. I was standing in front crowd when I heard the machine gun, saw multiple red flashes, and then people started screaming. I turned to run and saw someone shot, and we all laid down and buried our heads under each other. And then we got up and ran. Okay. We hid under the stands and then kept running. I took off my boots and had to leave my purse because I was crawling on my stomach. I lost my husband running out of the stands. I ran to the airport. I ran to the airport hangar. Then was bused to the stadium. I had no ID, no money, no shoes. I am staying at the Palazzo. That sucks. Yeah, and they probably kept that shit for like the week or whatever until they started returning stuff back to people. That's lame. Uh, that's a terrible situation to be in. Let's see. She probably had a hell of a time getting back in a room. I mean, just that sucks. This person attended the Route 91. Is this FBI? Ooh, FBI. All right. It's always good to see what kind of minutia the FBI is interested in. Let's see. Redacted had attended the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival with his parents, two brothers, and their friends. They arrived in Las Vegas, Nevada, Friday, September 29th. And we're staying at the Mandalay Bay. On Sunday, October 1st, along with his family and friends, we're watching the final act of the concert at the VIP section adjacent to the stage. This person became separated from his parents and was approximately 30 to 40 feet away from them. At approximately 10 p.m., heard popping sounds and initially thought it was firecrackers. This person quickly realized the popping sound was an automatic rifle. After seeing people running towards the exit, some of them were hit and fell to the ground. This person was shot in the left arm, and the bullet grazed his ribcage. Ouch. This person was asked why he thought the gun being utilized was fully automatic. This person advised the gunfire was coming too rapidly to have been anything other than fully automatic. The person who was firing the rounds also stopped on a couple of occasions, presumably to reload the weapons, as there were pauses between the rapid bursts of fire. This person was asked if he had any idea where the bullets were coming from. He advised they did not. He did not. He initially believed that the bullets were being fired from someone on the ground. This person also added he was also present with a redacted name at the concert, but they had become separated from this person and their other sons. This person knew as soon as the main act ran off the scene that the sounds were gunshots. This person further advised he also believed that the gun utilized was an automatic weapon based on the frequency of the bullets. He advised that he and redacted ran away from the exits when the gunfire started. This person believed the gunfire was coming from somewhere in the front of stage, possibly the Manly Bay. It's interesting. Like, I mean, we don't have a lot of FBI statements. I expect to see more within all this. Since we don't have any more FBI statements than just the little minutia that's here, I'm wondering if they're just putting enough in here to where they can build their narrative on what they believe happened. So, this guy talked about the automatic gunfire. I forget what the last person said, but they're not really saying all that much. It's all that interesting. More of the some of the other statements are actually a lot more interesting. But as far as information goes, I see white female, and I would expect to see a lot more FBI than I have so far. But we'll see. Still early in the process. During the Jason Aldean concert, I was with six friends in the front of the stage, in the front at the stage, whatever, to the right. I heard what sounded like fireworks to my right. I looked over and saw what looked like something red right behind on the floor. It got louder and louder. The reason that I don't know, in front of me, a heavy set male dressed in all black was face down and not moving. We hit the ground, and the bullets were all around it, all over us. We got up and started to run. I got separated from my group and ran towards the middle bar and crawled under tables and hid. As I crawled through to the other side, I saw two people laying there not moving. Someone even and I brown hazel. Huh. Okay. And I did. I don't know what that says. Shots were still flying past me. I exited behind the Malibu Rum Shack. Continued to run. Ended up at the airport. Okay. People were bloody and shot. Okay. All right. Right. White male, 6 foot, 190. Man, this could be like a 2-hour video. I should have just cut this off, but all right. We're standing about 200 feet away from the stage towards the south side. Did not hear anything at first over the music, but the crowd in front of us rushed back away from the stage and noticed people falling. I exited the venue on the south side, but continued to hear automatic gunfire for what seemed like 7 to 10 minutes. Could not make out exactly where the gunfire was coming from, but could tell it was coming from north of us. Did not realize they were not in the concert venue until the uh, something report, later report. The suspect was shooting from the Manly Bay. We continued to run south until we took shelter in the private buildings of the airport. Okay, standing approximately 25 feet from front of the stage and 10 feet from the middle aisle. Heard what sounded like firecrackers or speaker blowing to my right. I then felt something hit my chin and turned back to the left to tell my sister that something just hit me. Heard more popping sounds and then saw security take Jason Aldean off stage. I looked to my right and a woman appeared 5 feet away, collapsed, and then I realized the noise for gunfire. I crouched down and huddled with the surrounding crowd before jumping metal gate middle aisle and taking cover until shooting stopped. Then jumped other metal gate and ran to safety inside airport hangar and hid inside SUV inside hangar until SWAT team arrived. Heard approximately 400 rounds fired total from the direction of the Mandalay Bay. All right. Off a little bit. That's okay. All right. Caucasian female, 5'4", brown. All right. I was about 100 yards from the main stage at the Route 91 On the right side, if you're looking at the stage, I was seated with my uh, friend in the grass. Approximately 10:06, I heard what sounded to be fireworks to the right of me between the stage and Mandalay Bay. No one moved, but just looked in the direction of the noise. It was only a couple of loud bursts, about 30 seconds after there were many more shots, and people started jumping to the ground. I laid down till the shots coming from the right stopped. To once the shots, I started to once, okay, once the shot stopped. I made about 20 yards before the shots started again. I dove behind a bar located in the middle of the festival grounds. About 2 minutes later, 1 to 2 minutes later, the shot stopped again. I decided to run. I was facing away from the stage, running to the left. Shots continued on my left. I waited. I exited the festival grounds. Wait, what? Shots continued on my left? That doesn't sound right, but all right, whatever. Uh, I exited the festival grounds through some blocked off gates, came out to the boulevard, ran to the Luxor. Shots continued to come from behind me as I faced north. I ran from the Luxor sign between the Luxor and the Excalibur to the Luxor parking garage. Shots continued behind me. I left immediately. Okay, arrived at the hotel after shooting. I was in line checking in when we were evacuated. Doesn't say what hotel, but I'm guessing Mandalay Bay. Which means you know. All right, what now? Um, whatever. I arrived at a hotel after shooting. I was in line with wife. The cops yelled to get out. Okay. Uh, where are these statements being taken? Thomas and Mack Center. Okay, so these people were evacuated. That's why they're giving statements. Because something that short, I figured they wouldn't even bother. My friend and I were working the concert on the left side of the stage, looking at the stage. We heard what we thought was a round of firecrackers. Then it stopped for a few seconds and started again. Lasted longer. Everyone dropped to the ground. Jason Aldean was escorted off the stage, and everyone started running. While numerous repetitious shots were being fired, we took off and ended up at the airport hangar and went into what we were told was a helicopter terminal. We eventually made it to the parking lot, then to the main airport terminal. Mac. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Attended the Route 91 festival. He heard what sounded like fireworks, then realized it was gun when people around him falling down with injuries. He fled the scene going north on Las Vegas Boulevard until he arrived at the Tropicana Hotel. Was knocked down and stepped on as he was attempting to leave the area. Okay. Um, taped interview. White male, 6'1", 150. Okay. Yeah. Never going to figure out which taped interview that is or if we even have that, but whatever. Let's see. White female, 5'11". While attending the Route 91 Harvest Festival during when Jason Aldean was playing, shots were fired at people attending the concert. What is this person? It's a server. Okay, so probably local. Attending the concert at first, the shots sounded like fireworks, and not very many people reacted. It was a few seconds later, more shots were fired, but sounded more like fireworks. A few seconds later, Jason Aldean stopped playing, ducked, and ran out of the stage, off of the stage, I guess. I could see people across from me. I don't know what that is. And someone on the floor and yelling help. A few seconds later, it was nonstop shooting, people ducking to the ground and then running. I ducked behind a fence I was standing at in center stage, near where the artists perform. When I ducked, I looked to my right and saw a woman bleeding and people around her. I rushed to her side and let them continue to the next page. know that I was CPR, um, and what is that? I can't even think right now. Certified, and took off my tank top and wrapped it tightly around one of. What are you doing? That you're working there and you're wearing a tank top? Must be part of like the band crew or something. Uh, Around one of the three wounds I saw on her arm. Holy shit! I yelled for everyone to try and take something off and told her wounds to or wrap their hands firmly around her wounds. While this is happening, I felt it was vital that we move her because the gunman, uh, man or men, this chick thought it was multiples, are still shooting. And I could come down to the crowd or it could come down to the crowd or continue shooting anyone they're moving. Okay. Including those that are helping her. uh, I tried getting people to lift her while uh, something down to move her to a secure place to be helped, but no one was listening, and the shooting was not stopping. And I saw people injured around me. I ran toward the airport landing area, as I could see myself in imminent danger. The area was blocked in, and someone with a silver or white truck pulled the fence apart with a rope. I love the Cowboys, man. Awesome. Um, they brought rope with them. People also broke windows at a nearby building to get inside. I believe that's a little building over there that the cops were evacuating people. At that point, a police officer found us a mass group of maybe 50 people outside near the leftover fence and escorted me or escorted us. Okay. I think that's going to be it. Oh, no, she got a page two. We waited with a woman who had been shot in the side and her husband that was applying pressure to the wound. Uh, we couldn't get through to 911. I want to say 911. But after what seemed like an hour, a pickup drove us to the hospital. Drove all of us. Okay. Victim's wife. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here's the fucking tearjerker, man. These are the hard ones to read. Um, while attending Route 91 Harvest Festival, listening to Jason Aldean, I heard what I thought was a helicopter, and people immediately were yelling, "Get down." We crawled down from the bleachers. We were sitting, made our way down a flight of stairs and across a street or parking lot. Heard more shots, and my husband was hit in the leg. Made it to a parking lot where we had hid until some EMTs yelled us over behind a truck to an area where they were helping another victim. Along the way, one girl gave us a bandana and another a jean jacket to go around the wound. Okay, so this one did survive. Um, okay. Where's page two, assholes? Dickheads. Where's page two? Or was this page two? Yeah, this might be it. We waited with the woman who had been shot. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Incident. Well, it's the same incident, right? Isn't that the same incident? 3519. Um, yeah, same incident. It looks like different writing, but I don't know. Um, but yeah, this one survived, right? Because he was shot in the leg. So there's no men that were shot in the leg that died. Only a woman. Um, what does it say? It said victim's wife. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's not that person. Didn't see much. My boyfriend covered me, and then we jumped a few fences and ran to the airport where they kept us in the hangar, then transported us to the college. Okay. All right. Let's see. I was waiting at the Route 91 concert, or Harvest concert, close to the main stage on the west half, close to the Manly Bay. Heard what sounded like firecrackers at first, but then it became obvious it was gunfire, and the concert stopped. Chaos ensued quite rapidly, and I saw numerous people around me hit and killed. I hopped the fence to get to the east side of the viewing area, and then ran to the eastern exits, taking cover when fire continued. I exited the concert. Um, yeah, whatever, and proceeded to the airport. Secure location. Okay. Caucasian. Look, oh my god, dude. Why is a Caucasian writing in Chola writing, man? What the fuck? What is this shit? This is downtown LA graffiti right here. You fucking people are crazy. And it's Caucasian. It's Caucasian. Um, Blonde and blue. You know, it's person from California, man. They're writing like this. All right. So let's see. Standing facing main stage near bar and camera crew. Got grazed by 2 bullets. It felt like it came from above me. We ducked underneath the stand. Okay, so now it turns into normal, dude. I don't know why they started with the gang shit, but it goes back into normal. We ducked underneath the stand and stayed there for 10 to 15 minutes. We ran towards McCarran Airport while shooting was still going on. I ran until I found a hangar to hide in and stayed there until airport police arrived. I just love how that fucking that change fucking happens. It's so dramatic. Um, let's see. Oh, this is fucking perfect writing, man. Wow, I like this. Looked at stage, located at stage right. Heard what I thought was fireworks. Um, Continue listening. Main performer until people start running. I took over to start running away from the gunshots at I believe MGM, and my friend fell. We all get down, and that's when we saw the blood. As we continued to run, more gunshots occurred. We kept running to the parking lot. The shooter was actively shooting for quite some time. Okay, no description on the blood there, or where that was coming from, all that good stuff. Okay, Maryland Parkway. Okay, yeah. Wow, this is crazy. Construction manager. All right, well, that's why his writing's that way. Uh, Initially, I didn't think I had any information to report that might be useful, but now I realize that I might. My girlfriend and I were on the right side of the stage. Um, that night, east side in front of the big screen. We were about 30 feet from the barrier between the stage and the crowd. At 9:59, I took a short video on my iPhone, 101, a minute and 1 second. And then why did people do that, man? Why do these people do that? Why does anybody do that? It drives me fucking nuts, dude. I mean, you doing Instagram videos and shit, dude. Just record everything. Edit later. Stop doing that shit. I hate that shit. I know people do that shit. It drives me nuts, dude. Send me 5 seconds of a fucking song. I don't want to hear 5 seconds of a song, dude. If you're gonna play a song, play a song. Um, just pet peeve of mine. So they put my phone in my pocket. Shortly after, I heard a snapping sound. I immediately thought it was one of those Chinese snappers. Oh, racist! That you throw to the ground to make noise. I then felt something hit the ground behind me. I turned to look behind me, and I saw two guys with the same look that I must have had on my face. What the hell was that? My girlfriend felt it too and asked me what that was. When I turned back around, I shrugged and went back to listening to the music. Then the shooting started. Most of us stood looking at each other because it sounded like a snapping noise. The same snapping sound that I heard previously. It wasn't until I saw everyone getting down that I realized something was happening. Something bad was happening. We took cover at the stage and made our way to the east where the fence had been knocked down. I later figured that the snapping noise were the bullets hitting the ground around us. Listen to a video from where we were located. You can hear two sounds, snapping and the rifle reports. Hope this info was useful. Feel free to contact me anytime. P.S. I saw a lot of superheroes that night. Fucking Batman was running around. Um, Law enforcement and civilian, thank you for being there. All right. So this guy's not a fan of defunding the police, I'm guessing. Let's see. Submit a report regarding Las Vegas shooting. Hopefully, information useful investigation. I can be reached to the email address. Las Vegas shooting. What is this from? Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. All right. Scanned image from. Okay. All right. Attached file. Okay, so it's a what is he attaching? Attached file, scanned image, and PDF. Okay, so it's PDF. This electronic transmission contains information from the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, which may be confidential. Okay. Well, thanks for giving us the fucking cover sheet, guys. Thanks for giving us the cover sheet and nothing else. Fucking idiots. All this crap, and you didn't need to put that in there. I just wasted 2 seconds of my life that I'll never get back. I just finished my last break when I heard the first round of shots. Oh my God, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta getting old, man. Going blind. Let's see. Oh, that did not help. That did not help at all. Heard the first round of shots. I was placed to watch the main restrooms by the VIP entrance. Okay. As I walked up to the something of the man that run, I don't even know. I can't even read any of this shit. Something with restrooms. Let's see. When shots started to ring out again, something told me to take cover in the men's room and lock it. So I did. First, waiting to see if anyone else tried to do take cover. Then something and locking the I don't know, whatever. I sat inside first, trying to place a what the fuck to fuck. Okay, so take cover and then closing and locking the door. Okay, so that's what that is. I sat inside first, trying to something of where, I mean, dude, if I went off and started just like guessing what these people are saying, this would be fucking insane. This would be like a case of Mad Libs, if anyone even knows what those are anymore. I think words are considered racist these days. Let's see. Something of where the shooters were shooting from. Then I something messaged from my father. I guess I don't know. Yeah, whatever. From my father, who was also working. Okay, and my work associate. I see it. Um, like waited 15 to 30 minutes for the shots to stop. Then sometime later, my boss left, was helping my boss, Jeff, I'm guessing, was helping clearing out the restroom with Metro officers. Then I got out to see my brother, um, something waitress, something something. Fled north past Tropicana Hotel, came past Hooters and to MGM, and then united with my to regroup with my father. Then walk down. Yeah, okay. Uh, uh, Called a lift. Take us home. All right. I'm good. I'm good on that one. BBS. Oh, that's why it's okay. It's the idiot from the BBS service writing all stupid. It's it's that person was speaking Spanish, but some idiot was writing all jacked up. All those BBS ones have been jacked the fuck up, man. It's been hard to read. Let's see. We're in front of the skybox. Let's stage. We heard what sounded like fireworks, and realized it was shooting, and ran like hell for cover under the back bleachers. We still heard shooting, so we ran till we got to a fence, knocked it down, and kept going through a parking lot. We ended up at the airport till help came. All right, good on you knocking down fences. That's awesome. Glad to hear somebody didn't just go around, man. You actually went through. Let's see. We're working at something Mexican food stand at the country. Dude, come on, dude. We can figure out what that fucking Mexican food stand was called, and it doesn't really matter. At Country Music, Route 91, Sunday, October 1st. Plus, I think these people are in one of the body cams at around 10 p.m. Or actually, it's a cell phone video. We took two. Something from the grill. Second walk with redacted. Got some ice cream. Then sat on the grass at front of what the fuck? Front of 42 exit. We heard some noise like fireworks from uh, something the show. Then we figured out was shooting. Second, we saw shit. I plugged my phone in because it's gonna die. And since I'm this far into this, I just want to get through it. I think there's only 97 pages on this one, so getting pretty close to the end of this thing. All right, starting. Okay. Police and security, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm getting frustrated trying to read this crazy stuff. LVMPD headquarters. Okay, they went to the actual police station. Let's see. Heard lots of gunshots. Ran and no, some on the ground. Stepped down, then ran for cover. Whatever. Let's see what else we got. Heard gunfire and ran from VIP Suite 4 to an airport hangar. Called for help from Las Vegas Airport Police via my employer. I think I have a feeling who this might be. I do have a feeling. Oh man, that's crazy. Let me see if I can. All right, should be back on. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of an error there with my phone. Okay, I think I know who this is. It's possible. It's possible. There was a person there that is actually, yeah, let's just say kind of a risque actress. Let's just say that. Okay. Anyways, saw it on Gram searches. Had to figure out who that was, and yeah, it turns out they filmed the kind of content that is not safe for work. Let's see, murder with deadly weapon. Let's see, sitting on top level VIP 4. So this is somebody who's probably with them. Thought I heard fireworks, but it became rapid. Saw a crowd running. Ran out of festival. Caught a ride with a stranger. Ended up at UNLV. Probably maybe not together. Oh, dude, are you fucking nuts? When shooting started, was in the VIP section B, row A. Oh hell, I want to read this one too. but this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Um, Seat 16. Okay, so section B, row A. So I know people in section B, but they said 1 and 2. Oh. I know it wasn't fireworks and ran down the stairs towards VIP exit. I was told shooting off the street. Don't go that way. I went around inside the venue. I hid behind some trailers with a group of about 20. One of these had been shot in the head. I'm guessing head. It's hard to say. Um, I mean, it doesn't look like head, but that's the only thing that kind of I can make that out as HED. Or yeah, I don't know. When the shooting stopped, we ran towards the whatever by the Tropicana. Another girl was in the bushes, shot in the hip. We ran. Oh wow, really? Okay, that's interesting. We ran all the way, all something, the street, um, and hid behind some trucks until the Tropicana opened their rear doors. Yeah, I found an open store. Um, I think it says storeroom. Oh, geez, man, what the fuck? All right, dude. I think I'm almost there too, man. Yeah, I am. This is one of the last ones, man. Just need the phone to hold out for just a little longer. Let's see. So let's see. Tropicana. Let's see. Storeroom and hid there for a while. Another guy was hiding who was shot in the leg. I got him a chair and kept. I don't know, checking out the door. Being in that hallway felt like it was too easy to shoot us all. Kept hearing gunmen at the Tropicana, so refused to be herded into conference room for easy pickings. A guest allowed me into their room and took care of me. I want to add there were not 500 victims. There were 22,000 victims who are forever changed. So it was written on the 5th of October. Oh, that's it. That's it. All right. Well, that's good, man. Almost through that whole damn thing all at once. There was one at the top here that was actually kind of interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to. I think it was like only the second or third one in. That was actually kind of interesting. Um, oh yeah, it was this one I think. Man in a wheelchair got run over by a cop car. Um, we saw a young security officer shielding a woman with a baby. We saw on the TV he had passed away. We also saw people jumping from the VIP area. I don't know what that means. People were running to get out. We saw a lot of people get shot as they stood up to run. Um, that was interesting to me just because they. Well, let me see. I think this was the one. I'm not sure. Um, it might not be. That is kind of interesting though, man. Saw a cop car run over a dude in a wheelchair. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Again, that's one of those things that they're not going to be releasing. I don't think, because that is like shitty. But hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it wasn't that serious. There was one in here that I thought was actually kind of interesting. The last one I went over was the girl who saw the people talking about the shooting in the barrel, and so that was the last little video I did. That was kind of interesting to me because I don't know, something about that one bothers me. Something about the way that person wrote that statement really, really bothers me. Um, Shooting light from middle floors, Mandalay Bay. So this person thought it was the strobe. I'm gonna have a hard time finding this thing now. Pulsing light, middle of Mandalay Bay. Let's see. Um, yeah, I know one of these was actually kind of interesting because they were talking about we have two people here in this little section here who saw people that were hit or were with people that were hit outside of and one guy was hit outside of the actual I'm not going to see it again. I have to re-listen to this thing. That actually saw people that were hit outside of the venue, and so that to me that's my morbidity. That is interesting to me because we still, man, I mean, I'm very curious as to the bullet spread on this stuff, where this guy was firing and when he was firing, you know, at certain areas. To me, that's kind of interesting. That's something that's never really been hit on before by most people. So um, that's kind of something that I'd like to somehow iron out. But there's that. And then, like I said yesterday, it's what PDF. This is number 4, so it would have been number 3. And I think it's third from the last on that PDF. There's the one with the is it third from last? Might even be the last. I don't remember. But one of the ones towards the end there was the lady that was talking about seeing the. So I guess the story goes they were at the Nashville tent. Now I have a problem, that I just realized today because I was thinking the Neon Lounge was the Nashville, tent. So I was wrong with that, or about that. The so this person was sitting there watching him tear down the stage. Now, I don't know why you're watching them tear down the stage, but they said they were tired. So, okay, they're resting their feet. They're sitting on these hay bales that are there in front of that Nashville or in that Nashville tent, I guess, watching the band break down their equipment. They witnessed what seemed like a family of what she described as Mexicans, right? So, not to push any racial stereotypes, but that's how she described them. So you have two younger ones, and she described one of them as shit. Let me see if I can even pull it up, dude. I'll just pull it up, dude. Might as well, um, because I got a couple minutes here, and I want to finish my cigarette. Okay, get this back on screen because I think this is kind of important. And it does lead to, a lot of people have used this for conspiracies and stuff like that, and but I do think it's kind of important. So, um, to discuss it because this is one of the more outrageous claims of all this stuff. Um, Let me see if I can find what's going on. Okay, so here we are. Let me zoom in a little bit on this. Okay. So, two women on the hay bales, both facing the south end. First woman, 5'6", 5'5", sitting, 200 pounds, black hair, straight, past shoulders. Let's see, light colored shirt. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of my screen's going goofy a little bit here. Mexican appearance. Let's see. 30s, so in her 30s. Voice clean and concise. Okay. No accent. Okay. Cold, hard, happy. Um, yeah, I don't know. All right. Hateful, educated. I guess, yeah, I mean, that's what it says because this was the woman who said these stupid fucking white people They're going to know how it feels. They deserve this. Wait until later. Now, where educated comes into that, I don't know. The rest of this you could put into that. So, okay. All right. You know, these people are probably burning down Portland right now. So, second woman, 5'4" ish, petite, Mexican appearance, 30s, short, black, straight hair. It looks like it says American, you know. Although it could say Mexican, I guess. It could say a Mexican or yeah, whatever. No accent. Um, but then she writes that friend, loud, rambunctious, yells, screams, jumps. Which I guess she's talking about this person, the second one. Um, Standing on highest pile, holding cell phone up towards south end. So filming, FaceTiming, whatever. Um, Saying woohoo, like shooting fish in a barrel. Are you getting this, baby? I love you. So she's probably not talking to Paddock. Most likely not talking to Paddock, I wouldn't think. So there's an issue there. Old Mexican couple sat next to them, didn't speak, 50s or 60s, right? So, she's attributing, from what I understand, these people all being one big family or one big group, which sounds like possibly mother and father, and then a couple of daughters. Now, why you would bring the whole family to scout out an event, I don't see that happening. Um, this person's statement is very descriptive in a lot of ways. Um, in the way they say, clip number 1, clip number 2, clip number 3 and 4, all the way up to clip number 9. So she was pretty descriptive on and pretty aware of what was going on, except that, there's not 9 rounds. There are more than that. So there's an issue with that. But, normally that's fine. And it's not a big deal. People, it's chaos. People are running. People aren't trying to listen for every bullet shot that comes out. I get that. But then she comes down here and she has an obvious disdain for the FBI and the police, and I understand that to a point, because she comes down to the FBI, and we went home. I continue. Where is it? Uh, Still don't remember, because she also says up here too, right after that conversation, and unless I'm taking this out of context in some way, and I don't understand what she's saying. Okay, so here we are with this. This is the two people on the hail bales, and then in her next paragraph here, she says, "At the time, I had no recollection of the conversation." At the time, I had no recollection of the conversation. Not sure what that means. Not sure where she's going with that. But that's kind of an issue. Because she had no recollection of the conversation at the time. It came to you a lot later. So you're remembering this after the fact. I think this was, if I remember right, this was done 2 weeks after. This was on the 15th, I believe. So she's recalling all this 2 weeks later. And she even says here, we're actually ignoring the events around us. So, apparently not, but whatever. Not to crap all over this person and what they witnessed, but, I do see a lot of, something about this really does bother me, because this is a big, kind of a big deal. This is one of the bigger statements of this whole thing. But then later she tells the FBI, if I can find it. Let's see. She asked if I remember what was different between the days. At the time, I still didn't remember anything. Right, so she blocked everything out. But then, memories start coming back to her, I guess. No time was there a written statement and taken from us by the FBI. They seem to be humoring my boyfriend. So the FBI was not taking these people seriously. Not that I have a lot of faith in the FBI. So, I'm kind of indifferent on that. Went to my home, continued to continue to whatever prepare for my following trip following day. To answer questions, insurance security, so let's see. According to event worker, highest attendance was the 1st of October. Yeah, yeah, okay. Water to fountains was shut off around 8 o'clock. Not sure what that has to do with anything, or why it's even an issue. I don't know. Let's see. Area shut down. Let's see. I don't know what this area, it was shut down for 2.5 hours before the end of the event. Um, Not sure what you're talking about there, but I mean, okay. No workers on the line or behind the fences were seen or heard at least 20 minutes before the final set on the north and east side of the event area. So northeast, yeah, I guess they probably closed that shit down because at this point everybody's getting ready to leave. You're not going to probably be selling all that much or doing that much over there. Not really sure. East opening no longer had a temporary barricade, puppy or metro. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. No yellow security or metro were visible before the final show. Um, well, we see them in videos, so I don't know. Event wristbands were being bought and sold on the street. That's normal. That's completely fucking normal. At some point in this, though, she does say, let's see, there it is. Uh, I informed Heather, which is Heather's the FBI agent she's talking to. It was a hit. She took my phone number. Right. So this was, let's see, I think this was the night of. So they drove to the UNLV police substation. Um, says boyfriend used emergency phone. Don't know what that's about. At no time was there return fire. Yeah, no shit. Gonna fucking shoot back into a hotel full of people. You're fucking crazy. Um, but I obviously see some kind of anti-police bias within this, and I kind of get it because she did get shunned by the FBI. Um, but here we go. At no time was there yellow shirt security in sight. At no time, other than the one in the intersection, there was no metro officers in sight. Well, see, we see metro officers on body cam. We know that they were in the venue. We know that a certain amount of them were in the venue. We know that they were actually, messing with a person. I don't know if they're arresting her or what inside of the what looks like the medical tent at that time. So you did have a couple in there. That might be the reason you didn't see them outside. I believe there were two, maybe even three of them over in there. And I believe, if I remember right, they only had 8 in the venue total. So not really sure where the rest were. On break, maybe maybe at home, not even there. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, so the way she writes this, at no time is return fire. So she's kind of talking about, what was going on at the event, because she goes into clip 9. We were on Tropicana heading east towards, whatever. And then she says, drove to UNLV police substation. Boyfriend used emergency phone. Drove to 1444, whatever. Oh, well, her boyfriend's apartment. He made a few calls to repost earlier accomplices, accusations, consultation, conversation. Earlier accomplices, conversation. So they called. They call the police, 911, whoever they get a hold of, to say, yeah, we heard this conversation with these two people inside of the venue. And then drove to her house, received a phone call from the FBI. So the FBI called them back. Okay, so the FBI did call him back. So that's okay. So whoever the boyfriend got a hold of, the FBI called him back on boyfriend's phone because they called him. And her timing's all off there, man, because there's no such thing as 21,000 hours or whatever. He gave a verbal statement, took the phone. Okay, so he made a statement. So that statement may actually be somewhere out there. with the FBI. So there is a statement taken. I took the phone. So it's crazy. Oh, wow. So this chick takes the phone away from her boyfriend while he's talking to the FBI agent. And she informs the FBI agent it was a hit. She took my phone number, my name and phone number. So I'm sorry, but at this point, if you're the FBI and somebody comes up and says it was a hit because you heard these two women talking on this hay bale, and you have no further evidence or information, I mean, you're not going to be taken seriously. You're just not. You're done. Nobody's going to take you seriously after that. 2nd of October 2017. Um, drove boyfriend to FBI office, talked to Heather. Um Chris was present. Don't know who Chris is. She asked if I remember what was different between the days. At that time, I still didn't remember anything. At no time was there a written statement taken from us. Yeah, because they already have your statement, right? See, so this is like a bias, man. She's getting pissed off. She's getting angry. They're not taking me seriously. Yeah, they're not taking you seriously. I can tell you right now, they're not taking you fucking seriously because you called this lady and you stole the boyfriend, or stole, as she's taking a statement from your boyfriend, you take the phone out of his hands and you say, it was a hit. And he's probably started yelling into the phone the way it sounds. So, you're coming off as completely fucking unhinged. And yeah, nobody's going to take you seriously at that point. Um, yeah, people need to understand that. They seem to be humoring my boyfriend. Well, they already have his statement. They already have his statement. So, yeah, I mean, they don't care. Went to my mom's, continued to prepare for my trip the following day. Um, like I said, this statement's written very differently than everything else. It's very different than all the rest. Um, it's handwritten, looks like by her, way after the fact, 2 weeks after the fact, I believe, was the date on the top. So, um, this was written way the hell after. She's obviously pissed off because of the FBI is not taking her seriously. So she does this thing to answer Heather's questions, because she figures, the FBI is probably going to read this, and, it's basically a fuck you to Heather for not taking me seriously. Entrance security became more relaxed. Okay. Day one, total bag search, Juan entire body. Okay. But we don't know what time you came in. We don't know what timing this is, that you entered the venue on these days. And therefore that causes a problem because, you know, is there a surge of people coming in at this time? Are they bag searching the fuck out of everybody as you got waves of people coming in? Or are you just like meandering in about 6 o'clock when nobody's fucking, in line? And it doesn't matter if they search every bag or whatever. Don't know. Day two, Juan briefly uh, over common firearm locations. Yeah, okay. You didn't. What? Did you not bring your purse, so you didn't get your bag searched? I mean, is that what's going on here? So you didn't even notice the bag searches? I mean, what the fuck? You know, need a little more context if you're going to say that this is something different and this is a problem. Day three, lightly pat around the waist, barely touched. Well, I mean, maybe they didn't have enough female workers that day to fucking, do the women. I don't know. There's not enough information here but she's throwing that in your face. So I don't know. I don't know about this one, but this is one of the more important ones, man, because this is the lady screaming, shooting. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. So, um, unfortunately, we do have some of this lady's information, but I am not going to go talk to some unhinged person that left a statement and is, yelling at the FBI. I'm just not interested in that. And that's not my thing. I don't do that anyway. I don't cold call people and do stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, and then the rest of this, I don't know what this, area shutdown is. I don't know what she's trying to say there. Um, I don't know if that's supposed to be focal area or yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, and then no workers on the line or behind the fence. Uh, I I don't know what you're talking about. We're seeing on what is this? We're seeing or heard at least 20 minutes before the final set on the north and east side of the event area. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, I understand how concerts generally work. They generally, you have security getting ready to shuffle everybody out, you know, and they line up in the corners, and they, of course, Jason Aldean said the majority of the security is going to be up there in the pit area to make sure that nobody's crazy jumping up on stage and trying to hug the guy and do all that kind of stupid shit. So you're going to have a majority of your security up there. And at that point, once the concert is over, they turn the lights on. They start marching through the crowd saying, go that way, go that way, go that way, and kick you out onto one single exit so that all the police that are on scene can converge to that one exit. So it's easier to manage the crowd. So all the police are in one area so they don't have to split their forces. That's just kind of the way it works. So, I mean, I get it. East Opening no longer had temporary barricades. So, I don't know. This is one of those things you're going to have to be your own judge on this stuff. Because, I think this is one of the more interesting statements. And again, this is PDF number 3. And it is, what does that say? Yeah, I remember trying to read that yesterday. I couldn't read that damn thing. Towards something, bottom towards center of building. I don't know. Yeah, bottom towards center of building. So I guess that's supposed to be. This is supposed to be a picture of Mandalay Bay, I guess. And so she's pointing out. It looks like where the strobe was at. Looks like what she's talking about there, which is fine. I mean, that's I would expect more people to think that strobe was the firing position. So let's see, the date occurred. That's the date occurred. Where's the date of this statement? Let's see. So 15th of October. Yeah, it's right there. 15th of October. So I don't know. Again, everybody's going to have to be their own judge on this statement as far as how much of this they believe or what they put into it. But me personally, I don't know what it is. Something about this statement bothers me. It really, really bothers me. And it's not just this garbage here that she's talking about the people talking their shit and shooting fish in the barrel. Something about the way this girl describes her events and all this sort of stuff. And it just bothers me. I don't know what it is about it, but it just really, really drives me nuts. And I don't feel like reading it verbatim right now. And she's a TSA agent. I mean, I know a lot of people point to that as being something. A lot of people point to that as being something of importance, I guess you would say. But honestly, I've worked with TSA agents, and for the most part, my understanding at TSA is at one time they were security guards and such like that for the airlines, the people that took your luggage. And one jacked up story, I worked with a supervisor that was a supervisor for the TSA at one point in his career, and what he was telling me was the TSA used to do this thing, man, and this was TSA era, so this was after 9/11, all this sort of stuff, when they federalized all these people. That since they were the same people that were there before, you had some trash human beings. You had some good people, I'm sure, within the TSA, but like any industry, you're going to have some trash people. So, he was saying that they used to do this thing, and of course he was a supervisor, so it was his duty to kind of knock this shit out. But they used to sit there and they used to take heavy bags, and they used to take the heavier bags, and they used to see who could throw your bag the furthest across the little tarmac there, and so you know saying somebody's from the TSA does not give me any more or less, faith in a person being more or less truthful, or anything like that. I don't take their opinions any. I don't hold in any higher regard than anybody else's. But anyway, I think that's it. I think I may kill this one. Shit, man, I went over 2 hours. Damn, I didn't mean to. But yeah, I'm gonna kill this thing. So that's PDF number 4. So we got through number 4. So that's cool. Anyways, as always, stay safe out there, and have a good night.